What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? That was a pretty good clap. Let's call it an 8 out of 10. Today we have a large window red dot from Gideon Optics. It's called the Granite MOS competition. They also have the Granite MOS carry, which is very similar, just a little bit smaller, more designed to carry. This is more designed for competitions with the bigger window. 3 quick things I want you to know about these red dots before I get into the rest of the features. The MOS part of the model number means that it will screw right down to a Glock MOS optics cut without needing any accessory plates. I don't love accessory plates. They're okay, I don't love them. So this is gonna be a lot more of a secure lockdown, only 2 screws instead of 4 with the accessory plates, but it's only going to work on the Glock MOS system. They do have other red dots that are different footprints if that doesn't work for you too. Gideon red dots are very, very budget friendly. Good quality, budget friendly. 300, 250, even 200-ish. I've seen this red dot, and a little birdie told me if you use code Tiberious, they'll save you 10% on the Gideon website. The size of this window is 28 millimeters by 23, I believe, 23 millimeters. I'll also put up here on the screen some other sizes of other red dots so you can pause and compare it if that's something you want to do. Okay, let's get into the rest of the features. Side load battery. You don't have to take it off to replace the battery, which is dope. No need for that anymore. It takes a standard 2032, very easy to get those batteries. And I believe it has a 30,000 hour battery life. It was hard to find the battery life on this optic. And I don't know what brightness setting that 30,000 hours is on. I probably should have reached out to Gideon and asked them, but 30,000 hours, so a very respectable battery life. The one thing that will help prolong your battery is, like most red dots, it has the auto on and the auto off. So after 255 seconds, it's going to turn off automatically. The second it senses any movement, it's going to turn right back on and you'll be good to go. Controls, super basic and easy. I really like the controls. There's 2 buttons on the left side of the optic. So if it's up against your body, if you are carrying it, even though it's designed for competition, if you are carrying it, it'll be less likely to get pushed. There's 10 brightness levels with 2 of them being night vision compatible. Up turns it on, down turns it off. And that's really it. That's all you have to worry about controls. I love that. Some of these red dots get a little confusing, and that's all you have to worry about, which is dope. All right, before we get into the window and the dot and the rest of the stuff, let me quickly thank Notches. It's a little dark, but you can see them back there. They are the biggest supporter of my channel, so I'd like to thank them in every video. They have a ton of rifle and pistol optics. They don't have Gideon, but they have a ton of others if this is not your jam. They also have hunting, fishing, camping, and they're always having a lot of good deals, so thank you very much to Notches. All right, the red dot size on the competition model is an 8 MOA, and on the carry model, it's going to be a 3 MOA. They're both available in red or green, whichever one your eyes pick up, whichever one you prefer. As far as the clarity, now this is tough, very subjective, especially the dot. I'm gonna say the dot is very good for my eyes. It seems very, very crisp, clear. I don't have astigmatism, and it looks very good. As long as, with any red dot, if you blast the brightness all the way up, it's gonna bloom out. But if it's on a proper brightness, it looks good, very good. The window clarity is good. Again, keeping in mind this thing is sub 300 bones, it's tough to argue for the size and the quality and the clarity that you get. The one thing I want to stress is the first time I presented this at the range, the window is so big and it was a nice bright sunny day. I was like, whoa, looking through like 4K for the first time. It was just, it was huge. It was very crisp, clear. It looked good with such a big window. It was very easy to find that red dot. Your windage and elevation are very standard. There's one on top, one on the side. Each click is a 1 MOA adjustment. You have total of 45 MOA adjustments in each direction, and they are slightly tactile. They're not the most tactile, but they're fine. Like, you hold the screwdriver there and you gotta click, click. You kind of gotta feel it, make sure you're there and listening for it. But you can feel it. The body is aluminum, has a good lifetime warranty, and the last thing I want to say is it sits pretty low, being it's a direct mount to MOS. Don't let the big window fool you. If you look at the base of it, it sits fairly low for such a big body red dot. Dimensions and weight are up here on the screen. Again, price well sub 300 bones, especially if you use that Tiberious discount code on the Gideon page. And there's a lot of people who are always having sales on these as well. All right, let's chat about the testing. We have a few unique things to talk about. So 2 of my local buddies is starting a marketing company. It's called Anvil Media. And Gideon asked us to make some reels and some videos for them, that they can play at SHOT Show. So being I had it, and I'm an influencer. We all went to the range. Oops, sorry, microphone. We all went to the range together, and we shot a bunch of competition-type drills to get a whole bunch of footage. We shot hundreds of rounds that day. Not just me, all my friends. We got a ton of really good footage. We made this cool reel, couple cool reels for them as well, but more importantly, we put a ton of rounds on the red dot that particular day. So if you want to hook my buddies up, good friends of mine, the name of the company again is Anvil Media, and I'll put links to their website, their Instagram, and Facebook all down below. And if you want to do me a solid, or do my friends a solid, I'll probably be managing some social media accounts for them, because that's what I do for my third job. If you want to hook us up, please click on those links. Help me out. Anyway, I brought this to the range 3 or 4 other times, along with that one time I brought it with my buddies from Anvil Media. And most of the time I was doing competition type drills. Again, we brought the barricades out, we were running and gunning and shooting on the move, and I'm not a very good competition shooter, but I did my best. Probably 300 or 400 rounds total in the 3 or 4 range trips. Most type of shooting again was like shooting steel and transitions, and of course magazine exchanges and all that type of fun stuff. Biggest pro for me is going to be the size, obviously. The size, it's a big window, it's easy to see, it's designed for competition with the big window, the big dot, and it's designed perfectly for competitions. The price is great. A big window red dot for well sub $300 is very tough to argue. I really like that it's direct mount to MOS. Now that may be a con for some people if you don't have a Glock, but I don't love the Glock accessory plates, and being this screws right down, it's a very solid lockup. I don't really have a con. I would like to see both the competition and the carry models be available in a closed emitter. I believe the gentleman Mike from Gideon Optics at the NRA show said he's coming out with some closed emitters, and we even did a video on that, I believe. So I'm not giving away any trade secrets, but it's a very cool red dot. But lately, I've really been loving the closed emitters, so hopefully that's what they come out with next. Overall though, it's a solid option if you're looking for a budget-friendly, big window competition optic. How can you go wrong with everything you get for sub $300? All right, let me thank Gideon. They've been a good supporter of the channel, and they even gave you guys that discount code that gives me a small kickback. Of course, Natcha is the biggest supporter of the channel. We always like to thank them. The shirt, if you want to support me, is from TriStar Trading, and I'm going to shill one more time. Again, Anvil Media, good friends of mine, starting a marketing company. Wait till you see the content they make. All joking aside, it's movie level quality. The content creator, one of the owners, does movie, like legit commercial and movies, and he makes some awesome content. So I'm very excited to see what he comes up with, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Anyway, if you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe is the one I always beg for. I'll stop shilling. Thank you for watching. I love you. Be good. Stay blessed. See you in the next video.